water is very essential for all living organisms. A person can stay for 40 days without food, but he cannot even survive for 4 days without water. Yes, water is that essential to all living organisms. But water can at times be harmful as well, because there are a lot of disease-causing germs that spread through water. Contaminated water containing these comma-shaped bacteria known as Vibrio cholera causes a disease known as cholera. And the symptoms of cholera is watery vomiting and watery stools. Now, urination is the process by which nitrogenous wastes are eliminated from the body through water. Now, when a person is infected or affected by cholera, then because of incessant vomiting and watery stools, the water content in his or her body decreases. So there is less of urine formation. Now, because of that, there is accumulation of toxic wastes in their body, which can often lead to death. Now, Vibrio cholerae is not the only bacteria that causes such waterborne diseases. Another bacteria, which is rod-shaped and is known as the Shigella bacteria, can also cause another disease known as dysentery. Even dysentery is a waterborne disease. The symptoms of dysentery is abdominal pain, loose motion, and fever. Now, when a person gets infected by dysentery, there's a lot of abdominal pain because these Shigella bacteria, they affect and they live in the intestines of human beings. Now, bacteria are not only the causative agents for dysentery, there are also organisms known as Entamoeba histolytica, which can cause dysentery. These organisms, they affect the large intestine and causes a lot of abdominal pain. So, what is an amoeba? Well, amoeba is a single cellular microorganism which can continuously change its shape to engulf food, and this process of engulfing food is known as phagocytosis. So how does the water get contaminated? Well, due to improper sewage disposal and poor drainage system, water gets contaminated. Feces lying on the ground gets mixed with water in the ponds, and when people drink this water from the ponds or during the floods in the rural areas, people get affected by these waterborne diseases. So the only ways of prevention is to drink water from an aquaguard or to boil water, because at high temperature, bacteria and other microorganisms generally die. Now in rural areas, during the flood time, when everything is submerged, then people should drink packaged water that are provided to them by NGOs. Because these packaged water are completely safe to drink because they have been tested against microorganisms. But filter water contains a non-living substance which is highly parasitic, which is known as a virus. Because virus is too tiny and can pass through the filter, whereas bacteria are bigger microorganisms, so they do not pass through the filter, and filtered water does not contain any bacteria. So these viruses present in the water can cause various symptoms like yellowness of skin and eyes, a lot of pain in the abdomen, and fever. This disease caused by water is known as hepatitis, where hepa means liver and titis means inflammation. So from the name, you can understand that the virus affects the liver. Yes, it affects the liver and inflames or increases the volume of the liver. Now, what is the primary function of liver? Yes, liver secretes bilirubin, which is a yellow-colored fluid. So when virus infects the liver and increases its volume, then more bilirubin will be secreted. And because of the more bilirubin secretion, there is yellowness of skin and eyes. Now, the only way of prevention of hepatitis is prior vaccination.